I tell you, technology is starting to. Anyway, well, good morning, folks. It only took me like 10 minutes to set this GoPro up because apparently updates were needed to do it, and I find that out when I get to Syracuse. We are going to do the Onondaga Creek Walk. This is part of the Erie Canal Trail as well. Once again, we're out here at Destiny, and we're going to walk it pretty much to where the Erie Canal Trail comes off of it. Nice cold 25-degree day, but this is nothing compared to what it's been all this year in 2025. It's been a cold year. So right here we are at the Star. We're gonna hike the black and green line into downtown Syracuse, where the black line separates from the green line. That's about around Clinton Square and Water Street. So it's about 2 miles. It looks like I'm the first one on the trail today, but nice little snowfalls making it pretty interesting. I tried this trail once before, and there's a lot of good stuff to see on it, but the files got corrupted. So we're doing it again. And I figured because it'd be a lot easier to whip the GoPro out, so I thought, until I found out now, than it would be to use the other handheld camera and walking through a city with a handheld camera going, oh, look at this. The GoPro would be more secure and secluded, so I don't look like a creep in a city with a video camera. So we're going to do GoPro this, and we'll get some of this nice scenery. It snowed another 3 inches last night. No surprise. It's been a storm train, so it just doesn't stop snowing. It doesn't stop being cold. I think the last... Here, let me get off. Now, this is Hiawatha Boulevard. It's a significantly busy street, so keep that in mind if you're coming up on this trail on the weekday. Today's lucky, it's Sunday, and it snowed. So as you can see, the roads are not in the best conditions. It looked like somebody went through here with a bike. So, yeah, let's get off this main drag, and I'll get back with you in a minute. So I started westbound on the Erie Canal Trail the other day, so if you have seen this part of the trail before, these 2 cars drive by. I'll take a look at the Onondaga Creek. There you go, Onondaga Creek. Alright. And over there's the Sussex rail line. Again, GoPros don't have zoom, but as a quality like today, fresh snowfall. Okay, we're getting off the trail before the cop comes. So here's where the creek walk starts. So, yeah. And this is where you can come in and out to connect to the Erie Canal Trail. But for some reason, probably a safety reason, they want you, you'll see in a minute, they want you to diverge off this trail at this next road. Take this next road down and come across instead of coming up this way. So, and this was plowed the last time I was here, so they do plow this once in a while. Like I said, it snowed last night. There's still snow coming. Yeah, so it just hasn't stopped this year. Snowy and cold year for sure. Those that see my channel profile picture with the CSX train in the snow, that was taken, I believe, 2017. So from 2017 until 2025, almost 8 years. This has been 8 years since a normal winter like this, cold and snowy. So can't complain about it. We had an 8-year streak of being above average with limited snowfall. So it just doesn't cut a break. It's just like every day. If it gets warm and melts, well, guess what? Get back. I call it get back what you lost. You melted. Well, snowed another inch last night, so whatever it melted just came back. And the whole entire area east of Lake Ontario is getting it. Watertown, I live around Plasky. If anybody looks up Plasky, we're right at the fingertip. And Central Square, south. And it gets really annoying after a while because they predict it the same way every time. It's like predicting a tornado. Because it's always, if you watch the news, it's always east of Lake Ontario. It could be Jefferson, Lewis, Oswego counties. Well, there's a big difference. There's 25, 30 miles. It could either hit Watertown, up north of me, 20 miles, or it could hit Oswego, south of me, 20 miles. They don't know where it's gonna land. Which is annoying, because, oh, it's always east of Lake Ontario. And it's always the same thing. Jefferson, Lewis, Oswego counties, lake effect snow warning. So there's a big difference. So they can't actually, you know, predict it. That's the one thing they can't predict other than tornadoes. Like that specific storm cloud is gonna produce a tornado. Oh, it gets annoying after a while. Because guess what? From tonight on, for the next 2 days, we got a warning for a lake effect snowstorm, and that's why I bring it up. Enough ranting. This creek walk does have mile markers, so all the snow you've seen is from last night. So last night we got 3 inches of snow. If you watch the Erie Canal Trail, the first trail westbound out of Syracuse, that was a day ago. I recorded it a day ago, yesterday. This is how much snow fell between then and now. Yesterday we were walking on ice. I was making stupid jokes. We were at the pedestrian bridge over the C6 tracks. No trains came. It's a nice little park area here. It is paved, by the way, you can't tell, but it is a paved trail. And pretty soon we're gonna hit some surface streets and history of the area, and the Amphitheater is on this trail as well. There's the mile marker. Creek walk 0.8 miles. Now we started at 0.5 miles because it's still counting for the all the way to Onondaga Lake. So we've only went actual 0.3 miles because it starts at 0.5 at the parking lot we're parked in. Mallards down there chilling, literally. This is the area where they want you to divert the Empire State Trail and take the road to the next stoplight to cross the road, Hiawatha Boulevard. I'm not sure what this building is. I couldn't figure it out last time. I think it's a hotel. I'm not real sure. Syracuse Inner Harbor is right here. They were constructing something over there. Well, they are still. Not working today, being a Sunday. Probably stopped for the season because of the weather. Alright, if you turn right, it takes you up top to a parking area. If you come straight, it takes you into the amphitheater area. Kind of stinks it snowed 3 inches last night, because this would have been pretty gnarly to see in person. Everything's covered in snow now. Yeah. Syracuse Inner Harbor. And so the creek actually starts, the creek walk. Now the next question is, are there sidewalks plowed along the roadway? There'd be seating here, you could kind of see the bump outs. Got Empire State Trail sign coming up. So to stay on the Empire State Trail, you take it right. There'd be an information board here, but you know, that's something for you guys to see when you come down. Alright, now I take it right. It takes you back up to a parking area. And now we get into some sidewalk walking for a little bit there. Kind of like a road walk, but it's along the side of the road on the sidewalk. Again, this would be plowed normally, but being a Sunday and it's Super Bowl Sunday, I don't think anybody's going to do any plowing today for a trail. And you can kind of see where it would have been plowed, but not today. This road is not too busy to worry about, so Park and Recs building coming up here is worth a look. It's an old structure. Yeah, the snowplows haven't even been out plowing yet. The city's asleep on Sundays. Creek Walk Mile 1.2. Check out this old building. Old stone building. Again, now we're getting into some history of Syracuse and everything. Offices, I think, for the Parks Department. Creek Walk Zone K. Mineral springs and baths. And fair warning, a little later in the video, we are going to be coming up to Interstate 690, so you're going to start hearing some background noise. Creek Walk Mile 1.3, Zone B3. Also the Empire State Trail. Going to the left, Franklin Square, downtown Syracuse. Going to the right, Inner Harbor picnic area. We're going to cross this road here. At least this got plowed. The road didn't get plowed, but at least the driveway did. Alright, crossing the road. Spencer Street we're crossing right now. And now we're going to actually get to the creek part of the creek walk. The Preserve Bar and Grill is over there to the right. Now when I did this trail before, there's some railroad history coming up I did not know about. Oh, so they got that gate up. You could stand out there and look at the waterfall, but not anymore. Because right around here we start walking on an old rail bed. Creek Walk Trail, Empire State Trail turns. It's an old rail line we're on right now. That would have been through here. Car would have came out of there somewhere, come across the road. I gotta have to show you some clips from the hike I did earlier, because you ain't gonna see what I saw, what I seen when I did the trail before the snow. But here's an old railroad bridge that goes across the creek here. Now we're getting into the serious history of the place. All these are historic buildings, historic infrastructure. So yeah, so you see the old rail ties. I hope I could save some of these files from the other. You'll know which ones they are because I won't have any snow in them. Let's put it that way. And I could use zoom, which I cannot on this camera. So you see the old creosote ties. The trestle that has power buildings on it. And there's actually an information placard up here to give you the information on what railroad went through here, and I was shocked and awe. Delaware, Lackawanna, and Western was in Syracuse, New York. The first time I heard about the DL&W was Scranton, PA. So DL&W was up here in my area, and I never even knew about it until I read this information sign. And that's one of their bridges. Well, GoPro's off. Oh, I'm just talking too much. I'm sorry. I got a 5-minute cap, so if I'm talking too long, it tells me, hey, buddy, divide the title. So there's the DL&W bridge. And some old buildings that were here since then. And this is also a railroad bridge. Yeah. I knew I foamed at this placard a bit when I did this trail. I might as well clean it off. It ain't that bad. Because I was shocked and awe, and you guys need to see this. Remains of the railroad. Pause and read. Yeah, hopefully we're in an era where, you know, back in the 60s they abandoned rail lines. They just gave up on it and allowed people to develop on them, where maybe nowadays if they abandoned something, they turned them into trails. Because I would love to see the Pulaski, the Sandy Creek rail line become a trail. I'd be on that every day. Yeah, it's a lot different feel than I was here before. Because when I was here before, it was on a weekday and it was insane with pedestrian traffic. I was afraid to hold the camera out because you got all these businesses. We're coming into a square. I forget what it's called. I'm not from this area. Remember, I'm about an hour away, so I don't know what half of these are called. And I'm too stupid to, and I need the phone to run my GoPro, so I'm too stupid to figure out how to Google search stuff and run the GoPro at the same time on the same phone. So yeah, there's a parking lot on the other side of this other old bridge. I believe it used to be a road. I'm not 100% sure. There's a parking lot on the other side. I'm pretty sure it was a road to this industry, but still, there's a lot to see on this trail. I don't know why there's a tote sitting there. Yeah. I don't know, maybe at the end of this video, because it's two different cameras, I don't know if it degrade the quality of the video or not. It's like right now it's recording in 4K, but if I had those clips, then it degrades the video to 720. So there's something to look at over here, I think. Yeah, I might as well just add the clips that I was able to save to the end of this video. You can see what it was like when I first walked it. As I was walking by an office building, it looked like it was a DJ studio. There's like an old crane over there. Not sure what that's about. So somebody would have offloaded something here. Huh. And we're coming up to that interstate I'm talking about. I don't know if that's an on-ramp or not, but here's where the sound quality is going to start sucking. This is one of the squares. This is an active road bridge still. They still drive a vehicle across here. I'm gonna take a quick break. So this is where one of the buildings where the DJ studio was. I didn't know it, and then yeah, I forget what square this is. Again, if I could salvage what's left on the old video, this would be a brick sidewalk. Yeah, I hope I could save that, because I got a good picture of this water tower that's up ahead of us here. And because nobody's open on Sundays, nothing's been plowed or anything, so you can see somebody did some shoveling here. Let's see what the sidewalk actually is. I mean, how would you like to have that for an entrance to your factory? And here's what the sidewalk would originally look like. I don't know if this is all the same company, or if these are just multiple companies, or what. Like, this could be a process plant, and this over here could be a canning plant. These over here are the offices. I don't know that much information. Yep, It had snow 3 inches last night. I am not going to go down below. The trail actually stays above and goes down below, but I'm not going to go down below and risk slipping on these steps that are covered in snow. I don't see any reason for risk for the reward that I might not get, so. Right here you can go down and walk the creek. Creek walk. Okay, we are at Creek Walk Mile 1.7, Zone B8. There's a parking garage over there. Alright. And for those through hikers and bikers, there looks like something right here to fill up your water bottles and get a drink. This nice little courtyard kind of thing, benches around. There's that old water tower. Right in the middle of some kind of industry complex here. Old railroad bridge over there, Snow Road, parking garage. Yeah. There's a lot to see here, so. And here's where the trail would connect to that stairs that took you down the long creek here. Some signs to read along the way. Another old building up there, refurbished. Yeah, this looks like it used to be an old railroad bridge. They turned it into a road, so it definitely feels like a railroad to me. One of many railroads that come through here. Stairs that go up to the businesses. And here's where we go under 690 and all the other fun stuff. Creek Walk Mile 1.8, Zone C1. These had me foaming the other time too. You got like a drain, and over here you got a gate or a valve or something from way back when. So I just want to have a valve and the other one does not. It's kind of curious. Swapping out batteries, trying to get this thing to work again. Okay, there we are. I'll show you how cold it's been. Look at the ice formations up here. there's a leak in that water line. This one right here, you kind of see it squirting up, but that's why the ice is there. So this water line's got a little leak in it. Alright, we're now coming out of this trail, or I should say out of the peace and tranquility, and we'll start joining the surface streets. Harold Place, 2 Genesee Street. I think it was the 60s they put this highway in. I believe this over here is an old fire station. So now the creek walk becomes a suburbia. I don't know why they wanted to. I'm pretty sure they wanted to do it that way to get you downtown instead of just continuing having its own trail along the creek, I'm guessing, because now we're in the hub of Syracuse. So yeah, we're in the historic district here. Horn companies. There's a horn company over there in that gray building. Here's another creek walk trail sign. You're in downtown West Genesee Street. Again, keep an eye on the signs that tell you where to go. We got 2 busy streets to cross. At least they were busy the first time I was here. I don't know why this light's green, but I'll take it. The middle of the crosswalks are broke. Oh yeah, this is gonna be fun. Behind you here, there's the old fire station. Interstate 690 in the background. Wallace Street was the one we were just on. So alright, so you know where we are. There's the old fire station, and right there is Dinosaur Barbecue. That's a significant restaurant when you're on the Empire State Trail. Dinosaur Barbecue's right off, well, right there. So you're not that far away from Dinosaur Barbecue. It's probably like a 500-foot walk from the trail. So we're now walking along West Genesee Street. Again, that's a pretty busy street during the week. Being Sunday, tolerable. Just like the road at the beginning of the video, the Hiawatha Boulevard. That is an insane road. And the trail will cross that at some point, but it does have active crosswalks, so you're good there. So up here at the stoplight, we are going to make a right turn. We got a pretty significant historic building coming up on the right when we make this right turn. There's the sign that says Creek Walk, Empire State Trail. So we are one and the same here. Lights change for no reason. Dinosaur Barbecue is right across there. And yeah. The National Grid building's right here. That's pretty significant and historic in the downtown Syracuse atmosphere. These old buildings. We're almost to our destination. We got about a mile to go. So, yeah. You will hear some beeping come up to these red lights because they're on timers with the crosswalks. See, this car's been sitting here waiting, and it waits until the other car gets to it, and then it changes. I love red lights that do that. Car's been sitting here 5 minutes. The only other car on the road is coming up to there, like, oh, I'll change now. Sandy Creek does that a lot. Plasky. There's the old National Grid building. Pretty historic in downtown. And that's the beeping I'm talking about. It's just staying green until this car gets here, and then it's gonna go, haha. Watch. Wait for this car. Wait for this car. Oh, sorry, car. Light change. See? Perfect timing is what I call it. No cars until they want to come up to the intersection. Then changed. Just like I did the last car that sat here for 5 minutes. So there's Water Street. This is where we are getting off of the Empire Trail, because that's where Water Street would go. And we're going to continue on the Creek Walk Trail a little further. We'll get to the next square. So now the Empire Trail is no more, and we are doing the Creek Walk. So anybody that's was watching for the Empire Trail, we are no longer on the Empire Trail. I'm gonna try to get much done this Creek Walk as I can. You got these parking meters. Obviously somebody's been there all night. Okay, they do take cards. That's good to know. So I might have to find one later to do the rest of the Creek Walk. So it's metered parking. They got parking garages. Pretty much in downtown Syracuse, it's a pay to park kind of deal. Keep that in mind. Creek Walk turns left here. This is a parking garage in front of you. Like, this is a parking lot here, but it's a paid parking lot over here on the left. Not much to see here, so. Alright. The end is in sight, literally, but to get there, it's a hassle. Washington Street parking garage is right here. Hey, sidewalk's clean. This did a good job keeping the parking garage look historically significant. Like most parking garages that are made out of concrete. Alright, we got a left coming up. I guess it's in the snowbank. So, yeah, here's where we would cross. From the front of the parking garage to this building over here. This is where we cross, continue the Creek Walk. Nobody coming. Well, that's an interesting view down there. What road is this? Because this goes right through the heart of the city, actually. It's not a very busy road either, which I'm surprised every red light's red. I don't know what road this is. And we got another parking garage coming up, so. And actually, if you see that nice colorful building on the other side, that's where we will end our video for part 1. This could be a 2, maybe a 3-part series, but this is sketchy last time because I wanted to show you this, but then these office buildings with people in them right here. So here's the creek. Those actually light up. Those things over the creek. So in the last video, because office people working in their offices didn't really need to see a creep with the video camera pointing. I'll show you why in a minute, because there's a significant thing up here. And anybody working on a Sunday, hopefully not. So it's about a 2-mile hike from the Destiny. It goes quick. There's a lot of stuff to see along the way. Some old bolts in the old wall. Here's another old bolt. With the rumble of trains. This might have been where the old train station used to be there. Yeah, it's a 2-mile walk. If we start at this neat parking lot, it's a 2-mile walk. We are in mile 2.4, zone D4. And you gotta remember, we started at mile marker 0.5. I think that's the Susquehanna and Western Railroad over there on the other side there. Wait for traffic. Yeah, traffic's coming. What happened to when buttons get pushed and stuff turns off? What happened to those? Spencer Street. We were crossing Spencer Street. No, it was West Fayette Street. I'm reading the wrong signs again. Signs are hard. English language is hard. Yeah, this is where we're going to wrap up. I'm not sure what this is. What square it's called. It says Syracuse Creek Walk. Parking pay station, pay here. You will pay dearly. Alright folks, this is where we're going to end it. I might walk over to that road trestle. Yeah, I want to see what's up ahead. But this is where we ended last time. Again, follow the signs to the creek walk, and I don't see any signs to follow for the creek walk from here on. Oh, other side. Okay, across the road here. Oh, but I really wanted to go that way. That bridge looks inviting. Spring comes, summer wanes. Spring comes, summer waits. Interesting. Alright, the sign tells us to cross the road. Again, we're watching signs so we can get lost later. Nice little downtown road here. This way. Okay. It took me a minute. Does that look like private property? And I was right. So pretty much across the road. I thought we were going to go this way. Again, nice little creek. There's a little looking old railroad bridge up there. You can probably see the snow covered top of it. So when you see the DWI team, you cross the road and come in front of that building. And another parking lot over there, another pay to park kind of deal, and another pay station here to pay and park alongside the road. I don't know what that person in that car is doing. They're probably wondering who the creep is with the camera in the hand. So now the creek walk trail signs are different here, because now they're green circular signs to say creek walk on them. I don't know what that's about. You'll see that sign on this light post. It's a different sign, and they changed after we come out of that little square deal with the colorful buildings. Yeah, sure. I'm gonna have to turn around here shortly. We'll get this bridge and call it. It smells something burning though. My feet from walking in all the snow. We could turn here. Yeah, we turn here. Alright, well, that's this bridge we were looking at earlier. Now you're hoping to go this way. Here you are. Turn around here. So that'd be part one for this creek walk trail, also the Empire State Trail. So we'll turn around here. And here's how that we walk past all downtown Syracuse. So what I don't understand is the parking garage is over there. They had us walk over here in front of that colorful building, across the road to come back up through this way, when they could have just put us in front of this other building and come straight across. So yeah, I'll go that way back, I guess. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and we're gonna wrap it up here and make my way back. So yeah, a lot of history on this trail, being in downtown and all. And right when you cross the road here, that's when the circle signs start. So yeah, I never thought I'd see the downtown Syracuse area, but here I am, walking in the middle of it. So if I see anything of interest, I'll B-roll on the way back, as usual. And if I don't have anything of interest, then I'll try to clip some of the old footage that I could save on the end of this one. So we're gonna wrap that up, and again, thanks for watching. Hopefully this is informative. I know there's a lot of YouTube videos and stuff about this trail, but yeah, I'm not going to be the best one out there, so at least yeah, got more of an in-depth, hopefully, view of things going on that you could potentially see and whatnot. So we'll wrap it up here. Bye. Okay, folks, we got out of this stressful situation. The creek actually goes under part of the city, but there's a lot of history to see out here. So what I've seen walking to that end, don't forget to press shift to run. Yeah, there's a lot of history out here for those that are interested. This is definitely a good trail, this section anyway. There's security cameras every few hundred feet, so it's pretty secure, even though it's kind of sketchy down in some of these places. But They did a good job keeping history. This is a section of trail that most people see on the Creek Walk videos on other YouTubers, like when they do the Erie Canal or the Empire State Trail. This is the trail and the part you see most of. This is really the only part that's like secluded. Got somebody running up on you here. It's a busy trail even at this time of year. And another good thing is that places of I can't even talk. Historic significance actually have plaques to tell you what it was when. You know, they got all that information too in spots that need it. Artwork some more. You can go up or down on this trail. We're going to stay down. Stay down. But the trail does go up and go down, so you go either way. The stairs are connected back up here. There was one thing I did see this morning that I want to get a good shot of, because I don't think I'll be able to do it up there, because we'll be back in the office buildings and apartments. Oh. Yeah, slip over. What the hell? Because now we're getting to some historic district. I don't know what's up with the fence. So, you got 3 bridges here. So what used to be industries and probably railroad sidings into these huge factories are now pedestrian bridges, 1-lane bridges for vehicles to access parking lots, stuff like that. Alright, I'm going to climb these stairs, go back up on the trail, and put you in my pocket. Because I can't show you the bridges without beaming the video camera right in the people's windows. I don't think they'll like it when they're working. Yeah, because I'm shooting this on a Wednesday. Because I don't know when I'll have another day to do it. Being winter and all. There's a little security camera right there. Wave to the camera as you walk by it. Actually, you know what? Stealth mode. This is too good to see. Not see. Yeah, see, what was this bridge for? It goes inside this building. It's a pedestrian bridge now. Love the brickwork. I think that's a health center. Here's a really old pier. Yeah, that looks like a health center. Another reason why I don't point around with the camera in the middle of populated areas. Plum Street we're coming up to according to this bridge. Again, if you look at the light pole on the right, you'll see the Empire State Trail sign. Oh, this is a radio station. Alright, so coal dust and smokestacks. So this is more history. Okay. New process gear plant. This is what the building used to be. Let's just read this part. There's the familiar water tower. And here's the bridge. The pedestrian bridge we went by. Alright. I only have a feeling it's a radio station because I just looked in the window and see DJs talking into a microphone. So, again, there's no information on the outside of the buildings to tell you what they are, but yeah. That corner office right before the bridge there I showed you. There's two DJs talking to a microphone. Creek Walk Mile 1.6 Zone B6. And another security camera. That's what those white things are. I'm not going to show you too much about it. It's, like I said, I'll give this trail right now an 8 out of 10. It's got a lot of history on it. Did a good job with that. The upkeep, making things look historic. You got the old, what looks like the canal brick lining the creek there. Again, close proximities to buildings. Columbian Financial. There's something off over this direction. It's kind of obscured by the brush. It's like an old crane. But you can't really see it. Yeah. I'm not sure what that is. Man, there's stuff you gotta see in person because I can't really show you. It's called respecting privacy. I'm sure if you're working in your office and you see some goofball down here with a video camera aiming it around and zooming into things, well, you're just gonna look over my shoulder real quick. So, yeah, I'll just act like I'm not zooming into something and hope it's in frame, but you can see some historic buildings over there. And again, somebody in their vehicle looking at you right now. Suspicious? No. And then there's more buildings over there, but we're almost out of the buildings area where we could talk freely. I'll read this to you. The railroads are the lifelines of the former industries in Lakefront District. They brought in coal and raw materials and shipped out of Syracuse-made products across the country. This bridge was constructed about 1911. If you look down, you see them floating by. Ignore the floaties in the creek. What? You heard me. The floaties? Anyway, where was I? This bridge is the birds are distracting. This bridge was constructed about 1911 by the Delaware Lackawanna on the Western Railroad during a major expansion effort. During the previous 10 years, the area that is now Franklin Square has seen a rapid transformation from abandoned solar salt production vats to several large new factories. The railroad wanted access to these potential customers. Man, if you can imagine if they had that much of a drive today that they did back then. Anyway, PSR. It laid new tracks into this direct from its main line near Solvay, crossing the creek on this truss bridge. Built to withstand the weight of freight trains, the bridge survived to the modern day and was still fit for reuse when this section of the creek walk was built in 1989. Again, early morning words are hard. 50 yards downstream is another former DL&W Railroad bridge, built later to connect the line with the 1918 barge canal terminal, now Syracuse Inner Harbor. We will be seeing that here shortly as well. Okay, you birds, you're just starting to distract me a little bit. So, here's the bridge that you're talking about. I don't know what this 1929 emblem is, but yeah. So. You could actually walk through the trusses and everything. Alright, carrying on. Let's get out of here. causing the scene. I'm causing the scene, or the birds. Pick one. Probably you, because you're bigger. Boating out of Onondaga Creek. I guess you could boat it. And again, with all the industries around here, this is the railroad bridge downstream they're talking about. 1928. It used to go into this building behind us here. And again, if you see it in person, you can see a lot more detail. Like, oh, the old timbering is still in it, holding it up from back then. They were nice enough to put this fence here. You can see the old ties, the rail ties. The infrastructure is all still intact here. And this is at mile 1.4, zone B4. So we're now walking on the old DL&W right away to these areas. Wherever it came from, I don't know. But there's the bridge right there, straight across. Alright, now we got a couple smaller intersections. Like I said, there's two major intersections, but they got the what I will call timed, cycled pedestrian crosswalk. So they're timed every 25 seconds, so they're cycling through. So they're not too much of an issue. Just keep in mind, you don't have to push a button; they're already automatically timed. Something down there I didn't notice earlier. With a waterfall. All right, we're gonna go back into some business district. And I'll catch you up when we get to, we got two small roads to cross, and then we'll be free to talk willingly without having to worry about privacy. Yeah, I guess you could park in this lot. Looks like a parking lot. I don't know what this building is or what's going on here. But looks like a public area. Yeah. You can tie up your boats from the... Oh, okay. It's a harbor. No. Man. Okay. I kind of want to walk the whole harbor, but I've already walked out and I'm heading back, so it's almost, what, 2.5 miles? We're already 4 miles in. I gotta watch myself. But I'll show you with the camera. You can walk straight. Looks like you could go over this way. Okay, you see this familiar flags. There's some kind of building over there. Looks like an old freight depot. Construction zone. But on this side of the construction zone, you see another ramp and a weird looking building right there where everybody's congregating that are not part of the building, but you know, construction workers working on another project. So we'll just not zoom into them right now. And the famous building I'm talking about is that one right there. I forget why it's famous. I think it's an elevator lift house. But I've also heard rumors, or maybe not rumors, that somebody actually used to live in there. But I don't know if it's that building either, so. But when you see a lot about Syracuse, a lot of times this building comes up. So you want to see that building in person? Well, this is about as close as you can get, because I don't think that is publicly owned. And it's right across from this shopping mall. The Destiny. Oh. Look behind us, and there's another familiar mark. The water tower. And our Mohawk building. That's where we are now. So this is Syracuse Inner Harbor. Again, everything's roped off, so you really can't get down there. Curious what they're working on, though. I'm curious what this building is too. Alright, heading on. I'm not sure if that is over there, apartment buildings or hotel. Not sure. Again, anybody from the area, from the city, could fill in the blanks for me. That'd be greatly appreciated. Because I'm used to hiking where there's forests and not urbania. It's definitely peaceful. Oh, is that train going across that bridge? Yep. Darn it, you missed the train. Oh, it ended, never mind. Oh no, it's going by still. Oh yeah, I'm really close up here. Yeah, that's about the best view I'm gonna get. Yeah, that's definitely a train going by. Alright, well, I guess we gotta start walking some more, get this wrapped up. It's so peaceful here. I was actually surprised. Alright. There you go, there's something to look back in a few years. Anybody that comes across this video in Syracuse. What will this look like in a couple years on the creek walk? Again, Syracuse Inner Harbor, the creek walk. This huge apartment building looks like maybe a hotel. What will this all have turned into? Be interesting to find out. Because the last big project I know of, which I'm pretty sure is no longer, was the expansion of the Carousel Center. Destiny USA was supposed to expand and build a bunch of stuff, but I think that hit the dead table. But I could be wrong. It'll be interesting to see what they're building as of today, December 12th, 2024. And what that would look like in a few years from now. Looking at the trail ahead. Why didn't you just make it straight? Oh, I forget what road this is. We're about to cross under. Now, this is interesting. It shows the Empire State Trail turns here and diverts that way to cross the road. I was under the exception that it was going to go up to the other bridge, but I could be wrong. You can clearly see the sign says Empire State Trail if you turn here. I know in other videos that I've watched through the area, there's some confusion on signs. Because if you look right here, Greek Walk and Empire State Trail is the black and green. We are here. Connection to Empire State Trail. So why are we getting diverted here? Clearly the sign's here. So that's a little confusing. That's probably why some folks get confused, because they get diverted this way. I don't know. But I know it diverts up here too, so maybe I guess there's two accesses to it. Oh, that scared the crap out of me. remember, all you have to do is hit shift to run. Creek Walk Mile .8, section A5. And a strange concrete pad. Now here's where it gets really, it's like pavement around there. You can go this way, you can go around those trees. There must be some reason that they have pavement around the backside of these trees. I don't see any reason why that's so spectacular to why they'd have to pave that area. Oh, I got it. Never mind. The sign's at the beginning. It's for vehicles to turn around here. For maintenance vehicles, stuff like that, parks and rec vehicles. Because past this, yeah, oh, the stuff's crawling. Nope, never mind. One of those black girls started peeking out. And then I went to turn and it scared it. Yeah, that's probably what it's for. Because past this point, you ain't gonna have a spot to turn around because you go right into a road. Okay, see, we're solving mysteries all together. I'm pretty sure that's what it's for. Because it's sign said, you'll see a sign up here, I think. I'll show you. It's patrolled, so any vehicles come in, they can turn around. Jeez, forgot you're still in handy mode. Sorry for whatever you didn't see. There, now I got it in the right hand, in the right position. Any wheeled vehicles will come up and turn around here, because past here, well, you ain't gonna turn around, and it dead ends right into a road, which you'll see shortly. Oh, it's been a while. Yeah, that's why I decided to do a hike today. As I said, I got 2 feet of snow at the house right now, so. God, what happened to this tree? Now I see why squirrels are running up here. What is this abomination, Mother Nature? Oh, you can't really blame Mother Nature because you can't really eat the fish out of this creek either. You'll see some signs every so often who warn you not to do that. So, this creek is not a fishing creek. Alright, now it gets sketchy through here. As I said, this huge busy road coming up is not that of right at the moment major concern. I'm sure as you follow the Erie Canal Trail, the Empire State Trail, you will have to cross this road to get to the other side. So, at a stoplight, of course, at a controlled intersection. All right, we're wrapping it up here, folks. Creek Walk Mile 0.7, Zone A4. And I'm parked right over there. Alright, folks, I'm not going to show you too much here because this is the busy road through town, through the city. It's insane busy, so as I said, this is about what it's going to look like on the bridge. You got a whole pretty much travel lane of pedestrian traffic and traffic, so it's not like you're walking in traffic. You want to look over here for a minute? Is that normal? A sea of solar salt sheds. So there must have been salt sheds here. Oof. Yeah, I can't really see much here. Oh, what's that sign that says don't eat the fish? I passed 50 of them, never even thought to look at it. Figures. Oh. Well, you got an overlook, why don't you overlook? Why don't you look at the overlook? not much to see. Yeah. Okay, here's the signage. And that microphone check. Alright, so the Empire State Trail goes left. Creek Walk mile 0.6, zone A4. Creek Walk goes right. So, if you forgot to turn at the Empire State Trail at the other intersection, you can turn here, because there's no other option. You can see how much room they give you for walking. You could walk in different directions at the same time, so I like where you're right here and the traffic's right there. But so our next trip out, we'll do the Empire State Trail on a Saturday when it's not so busy. Gas station up there, and yeah, look downtown. 690 is the road that's got all the traffic up above in the air. Alright, well, again, the trail's well marked too, so it's just, we're demonstrating. Alright folks, that's going to be the end of the video for today on the Creek Walk. 2.5 miles done. Part of the Empire State Trail as well, except this part. So next time I'll just take the Empire State Trail. Seems how it's all 2 in the 1. And we've already seen the rest of this trail from here on, so I'll get you a good wide view when the peeps go, like the security truck that's driving by your screen currently. Uh-oh, busted. Alright. And here's that sign. That's why I'm parked right across from it. So I had to look at this for a few minutes. Because the map I looked at didn't even have any of this on here. It just started here and worked its way to here. So again, mileage is all on here as well. Everything's on here that you need to know is on here. So alright, well, that's it. Get you good downtown Syracuse today's view, because we never know what it looks like the next time you visit. Or I noticed there's a lot of land cleared. I mentioned it earlier that the mall developers of Destiny was supposed to have a huge complex here, and that never happened. Legal battles, everything else. So we'll just leave it at that. But that's why it's so open out here, and I'm kind of curious what's being built, because I don't think it's the mall developer doing it. It's like every other mall. Once online shopping became a thing. We're in 3 pink. Why'd you pick the pink lot? Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed the brief video on the Creek Walk, and we'll end it here, and thanks for watching. Lots of information.